WWE Universe has been rocked by one of the most shocking scandals in recent memory. The Miz, one of the company's most respected and beloved superstars, is facing a deeply personal crisis as his marriage crumbles amid allegations of infidelity and betrayal. What makes this story so devastating is not just the end of a high-profile relationship, but the layers of deception, jealousy, and financial misconduct that have come to light. The scandal has sent shockwaves through the locker room, disrupted storylines, and raised serious concerns about mental health, trust, and the human cost of life in the wrestling spotlight. The Miz's personal and professional storm. The wrestling world has been left reeling as one of WWE's most high-profile couples faces a dramatic and painful split. The Miz, a cornerstone of WWE for over a decade, has officially filed for divorce from his wife Maurice, following revelations of an affair with a former WWE superstar. This isn't just a tabloid story. It's a situation that touches on trust, loyalty, and the emotional fallout that accompanies public betrayals. Fans have long admired The Miz, not only for his in-ring talent but for the image of stability and family he presented alongside Maurice. That image has now been shattered, revealing a private life fraught with deception, manipulation, and heartbreak that extends far beyond what was visible on television or social media. A betrayal from within sources close to The Miz describe a betrayal that cuts deeply into his personal and professional life. The former WWE superstar involved was considered part of The Miz's inner circle, someone trusted with intimate family moments, including time with their children. The sense of violation is intensified by the fact that The Miz allegedly suspected something was amiss for months, only to be gaslit into doubting his own judgment. Maurice, his wife, reportedly manipulated him into believing that his suspicions were unfounded, blaming his career commitments and travel schedule for imagined paranoia. The Miz, a man known for his charisma and composure, found himself questioning his own sanity and even sought professional counseling to cope with the strain. The shock came when he returned early from a European tour due to a minor injury and discovered irrefutable evidence of the affair, shattering his world in an instant. The emotional fallout. The emotional toll on The Miz has been immense. Friends and insiders report that he is struggling to eat, sleep, and maintain the same level of focus and professionalism that has defined his WWE career. The betrayal has not only impacted his personal life, but threatens to interfere with ongoing storylines, television appearances, and business ventures. The psychological impact is compounded by concerns over his young daughters, who are now navigating the public unraveling of their family life. Child psychologists caution that children exposed to highly publicized family disputes may face long-term emotional challenges, and in this case, the stakes are intensified by the media spotlight and wrestling fan engagement. Financial implications. Financial consequences loom large as well. Maurice, as The Miz's spouse in Ohio, a state that follows equitable distribution laws, could claim up to half of the couple's assets, including WWE contracts, reality show earnings, and various business investments. Beyond the immediate monetary impact, this situation raises questions about the management of personal and professional assets within high-profile wrestling careers. The potential loss of income, brand value, and personal investments adds a layer of complexity to an already devastating emotional situation. Professional consequences and WWE's response. WWE, known for closely managing its talent's public images, is reportedly in damage control mode. The Miz has been one of the company's most consistent performers, and his personal crisis could disrupt television ratings, live events, and ongoing storylines. WWE may offer him extended time off to handle personal matters, but the implications for the broader product are significant. Colleagues in the wrestling world have expressed solidarity, sharing messages of support and condemning the actions of Maurice and the former superstar involved. Their reactions highlight the importance of trust and loyalty within the wrestling community, both professionally and personally. The broader context of betrayal. What makes this situation especially disturbing is the longevity of the affair, reportedly ongoing for more than 2 years. This timeline suggests that nearly all public appearances, interviews, and social media portrayals of marital bliss were performed while Maurice engaged in secret behavior, violating both trust and the perception of authenticity fans had been led to believe. This layer of prolonged deception emphasizes the emotional gravity and complexity of the case, demonstrating how personal failings can ripple outward into professional life, fan relations, and business dealings. Legal battles and custody concerns. Legal proceedings are expected to be fierce, particularly regarding custody of the Miz's two young daughters. The Miz's legal team reportedly plans to use evidence of Maurice's affair and pattern of deceptive behavior to argue for primary custody, while Maurice's attorneys may counter by framing the Miz's career as a source of emotional neglect. The ensuing legal battles will not only determine financial settlements, but will profoundly impact the children's lives and future stability, adding further urgency to the matter. The Miz divorce scandal, betrayal and fallout in WWE. The wrestling world has been rocked as one of WWE's most prominent couples faces a deeply personal and public collapse. The Miz, a cornerstone of WWE for over a decade, has officially filed for divorce from his wife Maurice after revelations surfaced of her affair with a former WWE superstar. This scandal is not just a story of marital discord. It is a tale of betrayal, deception, and consequences that affect personal lives, professional careers, and the wrestling community as a whole. Fans who long admired The Miz for his charisma, professionalism, and family-oriented public persona now face a shocking revelation that the life he presented may have been built on lies. Financial and emotional betrayal. The allegations surrounding Maurice are particularly troubling. Reports suggest she used family credit cards and bank accounts to finance her relationship with the other man, covering hotel rooms, lavish dinners, and even jewelry purchases that the Miz believed were for herself. This financial betrayal adds a profound layer to the emotional devastation he has suffered. Sources reveal that the former WWE superstar involved may have been motivated by jealousy and resentment toward the Miz's successful career. Harboring feelings of rivalry and inadequacy, he allegedly viewed seducing Maurice as a form of personal revenge. The combination of personal, financial, and emotional harm has left the Miz grappling with a complex and devastating reality that extends far beyond the divorce itself. Impact on WWE and corporate relationships. The scandal's ripple effect is already being felt within WWE and its corporate partnerships. Companies that had endorsement deals with The Miz and Maurice are reportedly reconsidering their associations due to the negative publicity. Their previously family-friendly image has been dismantled, jeopardizing millions in potential earnings. WWE storylines are also in disarray, as The Miz was in the midst of several ongoing feuds and considered for a major championship push. Writers and producers must now navigate both the narrative disruption and The Miz's potential emotional unavailability while dealing with his personal crisis. Locker room tensions and professional fallout. Inside WWE, the affair has created palpable tension. Some superstars are choosing sides, while others attempt to remain neutral, but the scandal has fostered suspicion among performers and their families. Trust, which is essential both inside the ring and in personal interactions, has been compromised. Colleagues express concern over the Miz's mental health. Friends report that he has become withdrawn, angry, and unpredictable. WWE management is monitoring the situation closely, as his ability to perform consistently is a core concern for ongoing storylines, television ratings, and live event attendance. Custody and legal complications. The divorce proceedings involve complex custody arrangements for the Miz's two young daughters. Both parents maintain demanding travel schedules, with WWE obligations requiring the Miz to be on the road for several days per week, while Maurice manages her own business and professional commitments. Legal teams are expected to present detailed evidence of financial records, communications, and behavior, potentially including surveillance footage documenting the affair. These proceedings may publicly expose intimate details, creating a media circus that further impacts the children and family dynamics. Maurice's public image and lack of remorse. Maurice's public image has suffered a dramatic collapse. Once praised as a devoted wife and mother, she is now widely criticized for manipulative and deceitful behavior. Her apparent lack of remorse or accountability, combined with a focus on maximizing financial settlements, has drawn condemnation from fans and peers alike. Multiple sources suggest that she prioritized personal gain over family and professional relationships, intensifying the sense of betrayal. The former WWE superstar's role. The former WWE superstar implicated in the affair has a history of pursuing married women, with reports suggesting a pattern of behavior motivated by jealousy and a desire to disrupt personal lives. His involvement in Maurice's betrayal has destroyed professional opportunities and tarnished his reputation, effectively ending potential WWE comeback plans and other industry relationships. His actions have created long-term consequences for both his career and the perception of trustworthiness within wrestling circles. Emotional and psychological impact on The Miz. Beyond financial and professional implications, The Miz faces a significant emotional toll. Friends and insiders report that he struggles with anger, withdrawal, and sleep disturbances. The public nature of the scandal compounds the stress, forcing him to manage personal trauma while remaining in the public eye. The betrayal threatens not only his mental well-being, but also his ability to maintain professional commitments, highlighting the vulnerability of wrestling performers whose personal lives are deeply entwined with public personas. Financial and career consequences. Court documents reveal that The Miz and Maurice's combined assets exceed $20 million, including real estate, investments, and business interests. Questions regarding Maurice's contribution to these assets versus financial harm caused by the affair will complicate settlements. WWE and corporate sponsors are also reconsidering collaborations, threatening The Miz's earning potential beyond his wrestling salary. The public nature of the scandal further undermines marketability, as brands prefer representatives with stable personal and professional reputations. The Miz divorce scandal, jealousy, betrayal, and fallout in WWE. The wrestling world has been shaken by the shocking news that The Miz, one of WWE's most prominent and beloved superstars, is facing the collapse of his marriage under circumstances that have left fans and colleagues alike stunned. Sources suggest that jealousy over The Miz's continued success in WWE may have been a significant factor in the chain of events leading to this scandal. While The Miz has remained a central figure in WWE programming, his former superstar counterpart has seen his own career stagnate, potentially fostering resentment that ultimately manifested in betrayal. The revelations extend far beyond simple infidelity. Reports indicate that financial transactions suggest Maurice, The Miz's wife, may have been using joint accounts to fund gifts, trips, and other expenditures related to the alleged affair. This financial deceit compounds the emotional devastation and highlights the layers of betrayal involved in this situation. Locker room fallout and WWE community impact. Inside WWE, the locker room has been buzzing with speculation and gossip, creating tension among performers. Colleagues of The Miz, who has long been respected for his professionalism and dedication, now find themselves navigating a minefield of support, loyalty, and shock. The scandal has created an atmosphere of uncertainty and discomfort, as wrestlers grapple with how to show solidarity with The Miz while also processing the betrayal of someone considered part of the WWE family. Sources close to the situation report that The Miz has been struggling with depression and anxiety, raising concerns about his ability to handle the immense stress of divorce proceedings while maintaining his demanding WWE schedule. The personal impact is profound, as emotional strain has begun to affect both his professional life and his overall well-being. Maurice's public image and legal strategy. Maurice's public persona has suffered dramatically. Once celebrated for her dedication to family and her supportive presence in WWE, her alleged actions have shattered the trust of fans and colleagues. Reports indicate that she is focused more on maximizing her financial settlement than addressing the emotional consequences of her alleged betrayal. Legal teams on both sides are preparing for what is expected to be a lengthy and highly publicized divorce, with The Miz seeking custody of their children and protection of marital assets, while Maurice pursues substantial alimony and child support. The proceedings are likely to uncover extensive details of financial misconduct, communications, and other evidence of the alleged affair, further complicating the public narrative. Former WWE superstars' role and career consequences. The former WWE superstar allegedly involved in the affair has a reported history of pursuing relationships with married women, suggesting that this was a calculated betrayal rather than a spontaneous lapse in judgment. The alleged misuse of personal and professional trust has destroyed any opportunity for him to reclaim credibility within the wrestling industry. Promoters and colleagues are reportedly unwilling to associate with someone whose actions have caused such widespread personal and professional disruption. His involvement has jeopardized future career prospects, further highlighting the lasting consequences of personal choices on professional life. Emotional and psychological toll. The Miz's emotional state has been a primary concern for friends, family, and WWE management. Reports indicate that he has become withdrawn, angry, and emotionally volatile, struggling to manage the intense pressure of public scrutiny while maintaining his responsibilities as an entertainer and father. The intersection of personal betrayal and professional obligations has created an unprecedented level of stress, highlighting the vulnerability of WWE superstars who must navigate complex personal lives under constant media attention. Custody and financial challenges. The couple's two young daughters are central to the unfolding drama, with both parents maintaining demanding schedules. WWE commitments require The Miz to travel extensively, while Morris has her own professional and personal obligations, making custody arrangements particularly challenging. Legal teams will have to consider not only the emotional well-being of the children, but also the practicalities of parental responsibilities, creating a complex framework for negotiation. Financially, the divorce involves significant assets, including real estate, investments, and potential business ventures, which were planned prior to the scandal, but now face uncertainty. Joint ventures such as potential restaurants or clothing lines have been put on hold, representing potentially millions in lost opportunity. Community support and fan reactions. The WWE Universe has rallied around The Miz, expressing outrage at the betrayal and support for his personal recovery. Fans have demanded that WWE distance itself from Maurice and the former superstar, while others emphasize the need for mental health support for performers dealing with intense personal crises. The scandal has also prompted discussion about the pressures on wrestling families, highlighting the unique challenges of long-term travel, public scrutiny, and the physical demands of professional wrestling on personal relationships. Impact on WWE storylines and industry perception. The Miz's on-screen character has been directly affected, as creative teams must adjust storylines that included Maurice's presence. The disruption extends beyond one performer's narrative, influencing WWE's broader programming decisions. The situation underscores the challenges wrestling families face, with extensive travel, public attention, and professional pressures straining relationships and testing the resilience of even the strongest bonds. Legacy and reflection. Beyond the immediate turmoil, this situation raises broader questions about personal and professional boundaries in the wrestling industry. The Miz's career has been defined by charisma, professionalism, and public engagement, and this scandal threatens to overshadow years of hard work and dedication. Yet his response, characterized by resilience and the desire to protect his family and career, demonstrates a strength of character that fans and peers alike respect. While the personal fallout is immense, it may also redefine perceptions of professionalism, trust, and integrity in the wrestling world. Conclusion. The Miz's divorce and the accompanying scandal underscore the fragility of public personas, the deep impact of personal betrayal, and the intersection of private life with professional wrestling careers. The emotional, financial, and legal consequences are profound, affecting not only him, but his children, the WWE, and fans worldwide. This situation is a stark reminder that behind the scripted drama of professional wrestling lie real human lives, complex emotions, and the far-reaching consequences of trust broken. How WWE, fans, and The Miz navigate this crisis will resonate across the wrestling world for years to come.